Welcome everyone, my name is Gabriel and this is the Book of Unwritten Tales. Unlike most of the games that I Let's Played last year or so, this is not an RPG, as you can quite easily see. And besides the Mass Effect series, we more or less were stuck in a fantasy type of settings. This one is an adventure game, so more puzzles, logical thinking, things like that will play a role. Those of you who might watched, who are watching for my demo play, where I try my best to present some games that are in a demo version, you might have seen that I played a demo of this game and I was quite satisfied with it. And because of that, I have now, through GOG.com, acquired the full game. Adventure games. Me and adventure games have a little history, because most of these are, first of all, lesser, smaller productions. They are a little bit past their time at the moment. The big titles that created this genre of games are already past us. Monkey Island, maybe Simon the Sorcerer, things like that. But it's still a nice thing to see such games come to life. These are games that are usually slow-paced, and that is also how this LP will look like. Ooh, music stopped. Interesting. Why? Because these games are slow on the pace of the experience. They require you to do a little bit more thinking instead of acting, which actually brings us to the main point. Why you play this game, Gabriel? Because this is not the type of game that usually people do in Let's Plays. That's because this adventure game, especially in the demo, proved me that it proved something happened. Usually when I play adventure games through the first time, I play them, and then at some point the level of thinking that is required to finish a puzzle or a quest becomes ridiculous. I remember quite well one game that did this to me when I was very young, 10 or when I was 10, 11, something like that. A game came out called Touche. It was about the Fifth Musketeer, and the game had ridiculously not the amount of things that you would never think of them yourself, that required you to do stuff with items were ridiculous. And sooner or later in most of these games there comes a moment where you are forced to look for guides and wikis, things like that, because the level of complexity becomes so great. Oh, the music is back. Becomes so great you're almost impossible. It's almost impossible to figure it yourself without going to this quite idiotic way of playing adventure games where you click everything on everything, trying your best to find a solution. I'm not saying that in the Book of Unwritten Tales you won't see me doing this, because this is a blind LP. Besides the first prologue or so and the demo part, I totally don't know what this game is all about, besides the fact that it is full of humor that tries to be, how to say it, tries to be funny, making fun of generic fantasy themes and situations. Okay, let's start a new game instead of continuing game, because there is an auto save that puts up this. We go chapter 1. Plus, as you can see, this there are also funny little things down here. Throw a 20. I don't think that removing the prologue. I will try to remove the loading screens later when we will actually play the game. But since I'm talking a little bit at the moment, we start with a very generic situation. Someone found an information or that hints about it, whatever it is, an artifact or something unknown to us yet that might be used to destroy the world. This sequence that happens after this is also a tutorial.
Only the old can remember a time without fear, without bloodshed. Defeat followed victory. Victory followed defeat. No one could gain the decisive advantage. Only now is there an end in sight. Who would ever have thought that it would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to put an end to this madness? And I didn't find the key to ending the war on one of my expeditions.
I like the feather.
Not deep in some dark dungeon, nor on the peak of a fiery mountain. No, I found it in an old book.
Yeah, books tend to have information inside.
What's happened to Beetle with the Archmage's men? Doesn't he know how...
Ooh. It's quite... Ooh. Oh. This was funny.
So then, you're MacGuffin, are you? Archaeologist, adventurer, and future trophy on my mother's living room wall.
And you are Monkus, dastardly son of the Archwitch Mortroga. What do you want from me?
I think you know that. Where is it?
We would like to know that too.
Minded servant was on the way to that damned magical trickster Alistair.
I won't tell you anything.
Take him away. Mother has ways and means of squeezing what we need to know out of him.
And this guy's a troll, I think.
After all, what's
the big guy.
To happen?
Oh.
Oh well. We're several days away from the wildlands. It's just as safe here as in the Elf Burrow. Oh no! If it was left up to them,
and
we'd be spending the whole day.
I think this... Yeah, we'll be playing as her. At least part of our...
No, of course I won't do anything stupid. You're right. We should get help. Quick, back to the Elf Burrow. Oh boy.
That's a dragon. Crap. Dragons are good. They're always good. One spirited... Oh, I wasn't able to actually read it. Yeah, this is not something stupid. And we're of course... her name is Evo. She's an elf, as you can see. And now we are...
One end of the rope is knotted tightly. I could use it to swing onto the other side of the leg.
That's exactly what we're going to do. As I said, you have the hints that shows us exactly... Alright. Just do it. And those of you who probably remember Lord of the Rings, the third movie, I'm quite sure you're able to understand that this is that the rope here was a reference to Legolas fighting the big... What was it again? Ah yes, the elephant. What's this?
Like these barrels, wooden posts, and this big crate. I don't think that this stuff will help me a whole lot.
I don't think so too. But we have this little gremlin who was kidnapped.
The little cage is fastened onto the dragon's harness. The old gremlin's in the cage. He hasn't noticed me yet.
Interesting. But first let me just put the music and the sound still a little bit less, because the volume is quite powerful in my headset. Not sure if it's also has that for you. Let's speak with the gremlin.
Hello, you there?
Who are you?
And that's when we come to the dialogue. I'm a wood elf who's going to save the day for you. Call me Evo. Let's try this one.
My name is...
Never mind. There's something you have to do for me. What am I talking about? It's not just for me. It's for the Alliance.
What alliance?
I've no particular interest in the Alliance.
I don't care. This has to do with everyone.
Ooh.
Professor MacGuffin's the name. I'm an archaeologist.
Can we
I've
now tell you
discovered something.
who we are?
Something important.
And they want it?
Oh, yes. You've no idea how much they want it.
I'm quite sure that they want it. I don't care, I'm here to set you free. Or tell me, what have you discovered? Let's try this one. Let's not play the hero yet.
Let me guess. Your kidnappers up there want to use your knowledge to achieve world domination?
You may scoff, but they would have to skin me before I tell them what I know.
Okay then, I'll release you and let you mortals carry on playing at war.
No! We've got no time to lose. You must take this ring.
What ring?
Take it to the Archmage Alistair in the town of Seastone on the coast. He will send someone to my house. The book that describes where it is hidden is there in my secret cellar. He must get it to safety.
And what about you?
Ooh.
I will win you as much time as I can. I can endure torture for hours, days if need be.
Not many people can do that.
The humiliation, the agony of body and soul.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so let's do it.
Are you mad? Get me out of here! As
Knew
long
it.
as there's a chance of being rescued, I'm not going to sacrifice myself to Mortroga.
How can I get you out of there?
That's
Good question.
Yeah, that's
This
what we
cage
need
is
to
well
do.
built, and the lock won't be easy to deal with.
I could untie the cage and then it would smash when it hits the ground.
Just
Good
like
idea.
my old bones. But it's not a bad idea. On the way to Mortroga's fortress, we'll fly over the White Ridge Mountains. Everything's covered in snow there, and the dragon will fly low over the peaks. We could try it there.
That was a joke. The chances of that working are about 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah,
Can't see any other way
Why
to
not
escape.
surprised?
Fighting is not an option.
Let me see how the cage is fastened.
You do that. I'll be here if you need me.
well, I don't
No
think
idea what's
he's
going on here. But I should probably
able to
release
go
the old
outside
gremlin before we get into
or to
enemy
move.
territory. We'll have to see how we go after that.
True enough. Now, the first thing is the spacebar that highlights points of interest.
That's the way up onto the dragon's back.
Okay,
I can't reach the support strut.
not yet. We have also this line here.
This rope fastens the cage to the dragon. I have to undo it if I want to drop the cage onto the mountains. This is too tight. I won't be able to undo this just using my hands, but if I had a knife or a sword, I could perhaps cut the rope.
And this is the thing that I like in this game, because in those games, the characters usually give you hints. Sometimes it's also too obvious, that some things are too obvious, but it's more or less still good. Let's speak with the little gremlin again.
I wonder what secret that old gremlin's hiding. If the Shades are daring to venture so far into Alliance territory, it must be very important.
Yeah, that's
I
as
wonder
we
what
know. Yeah, speak with him. Evo.
Hey, MacGuffin.
What is it?
Yeah, our plan again. This one's funny. What do you know about the kidnappers, or how the dragon is able to fly with such loam? Yeah.
Isn't it a trifle improbable that a 50-meter-long dragon with a pathetically small wingspan could be physically capable of transporting such a substantial amount of gear?
How should I know? I'm an archaeologist, not an aeronautical scientist. I don't concern myself with trivialities. I see it flying, so I believe it.
I do too.
however, find it illogical.
Then it must be magic.
Yeah, magic is always
If
there.
something isn't logical in this world, then it's always down to magic. Very practical. You can explain everything like that. Something's flying that can't fly. Magic.
Magic. Right, but I can't open the cage with my bare hands.
The cage has been secured with a thick rope. I can't release it using my bare hands.
Then you'll have to cut through the rope.
Splendid idea, but I don't have a knife.
An elven girl without a
Get your
knife.
hands on one. My kidnappers up there are sure to be armed.
I fear that could be true.
Yeah, I'm not able to go into the dragon's back without some help.
If I'm going to steal a knife from the kidnappers, then I need to get onto the back of the dragon. There's a support strap there. If I could reach it, I'd be able to pull myself up.
No problem. Here, take this.
Oh, he will give me an item.
A whip?
It's always served me well. You can use it as a rope.
Probably, yeah, we can. I know what we will do
I'll
now.
just carry on then. You wait here.
It's not like he has no choice. He has to wait here. Here we have a bull.
A bullwhip made of old leather. Looks as if it's seen a lot of action in its time.
Yeah, there's, and now an Indiana Jones reference. Where is it? She will do it. Of course she will.
Da 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 da.
And there will be probably plenty more of these things.
What?
I'm quite sure.
Yes, I was evil.
I'm quite sure that I won't remember every reference.
Bring him with me, Mother. Yes. I have to go. Why? I'm
And
steering a dragon. Remember? You know, I'm not being curt with you. Yes. Good. Yes.
this
I'll
sounds
see
like
you
a
later.
typical
Love
phone
you too.
conversation.
Oh, by the gods, how I hate her!
Okay.
Ugh, not much longer, Monkus, not much longer. Soon you will have it in your hands.
Everyone is saying about
But
it.
you have to be careful, Monkus. Mother is mistrustful. She has her agents everywhere.
I'm not the one.
And you
Girl here
are
is not the one.
talking to yourself. Better shut up.
There appears to be some truth in the gremlin's story. It's vital that I rescue him.
Yeah, we
if
know
I
that.
remain right here on the outside, then they won't be able to spot me from the driver's cabin.
We have a sword
I
here.
could really do with one of those swords, but I can't reach the stand without the sorcerer seeing me.
This is interesting because I think that the sorcerer would be pointing his head towards the direction where the dragon is flying, but who cares that? What do we have here?
Cardboard box. It seems to be some kind of emergency kit if the dragon crash lands.
So you have such an emergency kit?
There are a few moth-eaten blankets in the box, a bit of dried meat covered in white mould, and a blue and red potion, and
And?
a line with a fish hook. It looks quite serviceable. I'll take it with me.
And we have a line.
A line about 3 meters long with a large rusty fish hook. The
That's
line still seems to be
helpful.
quite good.
Now what's this?
A thin wooden stick with the flag of the shadow on
She
it.
has green eyes.
The stick's been tied loosely to the railing.
Take it. It's quite obvious that you need it.
Got it, and the sorcerer hasn't noticed.
Yeah, it's quite hard to notice that. Now we of course use
I'll knot the line to the tip of the stick and
these
hey
things
presto,
on
I've got a fishing
one.
rod.
on the other hand, and now we will use this on the sword. She's quite good at it, I think. And here we have the sword that we
That
need.
was elegant.
Nothing else here, so we can go back to the gremlin. I wonder, can I use the sword on the gremlin? No, I don't think so. Let's speak with him.
MacGuffin.
What is it?
I was able to, yeah, eavesdrop on the sorcerer.
So what is this discovery of yours then? A great treasure? A weapon?
I can't tell you. Too dangerous. And actually, well, I don't have it either.
Great.
What do you mean?
I found a clue in an old book as to where the artifact... where it is.
We already know it's an artifact.
Artifact. It. This is getting more and more cliché.
Cliché? The struggle of good against evil is never cliché.
Well, actually,
You
it
mentioned
is.
your secret cellar. Is that where the book's hidden? Pretty risky.
Ah, yeah, we have a sword then.
I've got a sword and can cut through the rope as soon as you're ready.
Fine. I'm ready when you are. We're over the mountains. It's now or never.
Are you really sure?
Yeah. Come on.
I love this line. Are you really
Don't
sure?
survive, or they catch me. Then you'll have to fetch the book from my secret cellar and take it to the Archmage.
We'll see about that.
Isn't this a strange coincidence? A young pretty elf walks through the woods unarmed and is suddenly caught up in an adventure.
Don't talk, just cut me free.
Oh, he's not that funny. Let's just do it.
The right
and
moment is
see
close.
what
There's
will happen.
The mountain. Good luck, MacGuffin.
It's not that we will not have a problem when the dragon goes down. And again, it's the reference to Lord of the Rings scene. Oh crap. That's also a reference to the Lord of the Rings. The whole scene with the dragon was a reference to the elephant and Legolas in the Lord of the Rings. So, here we start the actual adventure. This is the intro. The Book of Unwritten Tales. A game done by creative director John Tensen. Executive producer Mark Koenig. This is a German production, by the way. And some other people. Philip Kohlhoff, the programmer. Thomas John, or character and designer Stephen Ops. Animator Geoffrey Kuhler. I think that's a good way to say his name. Location designer Christopher Kuhen. Some other designers. Well, everyone is today a designer. Whoa, hooray, at least some scripters as well. Sound effects, those, as I know, are quite good in the game. And a concept artist, and the author John Thainsen. And we changed the protagonist at the moment.
Wilbur, working hard at it, saving the world.
I'm almost done, you.
Are
I
ya?
could see. Beavering away, eh? What were you this time? A knight riding high on his horse? Or one of those funny little mages again, eh?
He will be a mage.
Hey, hero, I've got a job for you. A quest. Send my new house robot off on a rat hunt. That rat's got it in for my precious hops.
So my first quest will be again killing rats.
I've never heard of a hero having to catch rats.
You're
I
not
did.
a hero yet, laddie. You're still my helper. And
Okay.
that being the case, you'd better get your act together. Then you can finish up here and go and have some more heroic daydreams.
Alright.
I need to go and do a quality control check on barrels 2034 to 2038. I've got a feeling there might be something wrong with the 2030 batch. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Wilbur! Wilbur is our second hero, second protagonist. And as we can see, there's quite a lot of things we can check out here. We have the rat, a rat hole, master brewer, pipes. We are also in a city, it seems. That will be enough for this first recording. Sorry for that, I have to go. And before I go, I want this to at least compilate or something like that. Thank you very much for watching. This will be the second LP for the December, I think. Since I hope to have this recorded and go through this game before the end of the year, and probably 2 episodes a week or 3 will go with this one, with this game. They will be probably longer than 20 minutes. I think about 30, because these games, as I said, are much more. The pace of them is not that high, so we will have a lot of reading, watching, trying, and Wilbur is of course already saying that he's bored. So, thank you very much for watching. Let's see just how can I save this. Yes, I can. Oh, cool, hooray! LP01, let's save here. And see ya in the next episode. My name is Gabriel, channel Laughing During Gaming. You might like to subscribe, or you might like to see the other videos. See ya!